Welcome. I'm not a fan of revisionist history. I don't like it. In our history, we have good and bad. Let's be honest about it so we can honestly learn about it. So I want to talk about Honest Abe Lincoln. That was his nickname. See, Senator Harris in the vice presidential debates said partial truths and blatant lies. The truth is, with 27 days before the election, one of the Supreme Court justices, the Chief Justice actually, Taney, died. Wasn't unexpected. They kind of figured he had been sick for a while. Back in Lincoln's time, Abraham Lincoln's time. And Lincoln didn't immediately appoint someone to that position. And Kamala Harris said, and I'm quoting her, and I have it written down so I can read it. Lincoln said, "It's not the right thing to do. The American people deserve to make the decision about who will be the next president of the United States, and then that person will be able to select who will serve on the highest court of the land." Lincoln never said that, never said any part of that. There is no historical evidence that he did. Unless she's a time traveler, maybe she went back and watched him say that. I don't think so. I think she made it up for political purposes. What really happened, according to history, and we can find that nowadays, what really happened is Chief Justice Taney died. And if you don't know who he is, you might want to look at the Dred Scott versus Sanford decision. Look it up on the internet. Very interesting. Not positive in our history, but very interesting. And Lincoln got this vacancy while Congress was on recess. They were home to get their votes so they could be reelected. And so had he nominated somebody, there was nobody to vote on it because they were at recess. And Lincoln was in the middle of a very tough political battle. He was up for election, and the Civil War. And the South had just taken Atlanta and were marching. They were doing very well at the time. Lincoln had a lot on his mind, a lot on his plate. And he knew he had to stay in office so he could accomplish what he was trying to accomplish. And we could talk for hours about his purpose or why he wanted to free slaves. That part's not relevant to this discussion. But what is relevant is Lincoln had a very shaky Republican Party. They were kind of crumbling a bit. And Lincoln needed all the support he could get. And the number one candidate was a guy named Chase. But Lincoln wanted input from everybody. He wanted anybody who wanted to give input to give input. That way you feel like you're part of the decision. Whether you like the decision or not, you're still part of it. Not like today's candidates. So he waited to get input. He already knew who he wanted, clearly. But he wanted that person and the other possible nominees to support him. And they would support him if he didn't announce somebody. And so he didn't make an appointment for political reasons. He wanted people's support. Brilliant idea. I'm not sure I support it, but it worked. He got reelected. And on the first day that Congress was back in session, he nominated Salmon Chase to be the next Supreme Court Justice. And that day, they voted on it and passed him. That day. Not like today where you have to have all these hearings and all this other stuff. You see, Senator Harris is making things up And if she'll make things up about what Lincoln said, what else will she make up? Concerns me. We don't need revisionist history. We need real history. We can't learn from lies. And that's what she did. She lied. I don't have a better reason for it. We need honest people who are just going to tell history the way it was, not make things up. And did you know that Chief Justice Taney, the one who wrote the Dred Scott horrible decision, he had a bust in the Capitol, or in the Supreme Court building, I'm not sure which. Do you know which president got rid of it? Trump. That's history. You may not like it, but it's true. Trump's administration got rid of it. Now, I'm not saying vote for Trump by any means. If you've listened to my show, you know I don't want to vote for Trump or Biden. But let's be honest about history. That's important. Okay, I'll be back again tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.